Alright, so we just completed our submax testing on the bench press. We did 155 pounds for 5 reps. So now we're going to learn how to calculate our 1 rep max using those variables that we used. Alright, so we're going to use the Mayhew Equation to calculate the 1 rep max. The Mayhew Equation is standard for both genders, and it's also standard for all ages. So no matter what your age is or what gender you are, if you complete a certain amount of reps with a certain amount of weight, it's going to predict your 1 rep max the same way for all. And so the equation states that 1 rep max equals 100 times the rep weight, all divided by 52.2 plus 41.9 times e to the power of 0.055 times the amount of reps you have. And so we'll start with what we know. So these are the variables that we know. We know the bench weight is equal to 155 pounds. That's what we completed with the testing. We did that for 5 reps. And we also know that E is a constant, and it's just equivalent to 2.7181, so this value is not going to change. And this just gets plugged into here. So when we plug this value into our equation, we could see that the 1 rep max equals 100 times 155 pounds. That's the bench weight that we had, so we just plug that into here. And that's going to be divided by 52.2 plus 41.9 times 2.7181. Remember, that's just the value of E. We just plug the numerical value in here. And that's to the power of minus 0.055 times 5 reps. That's the amount of reps we completed. Now remember, this is to the power. It is not multiplied by it, but it's multiplied by the power. And so when we calculate this whole thing, we'll get 1 rep max equals 184.5 pounds. You can round this up to 185 pounds. Now if you get a funky value or a negative value, odds are you didn't do the exponent correctly, or you did not follow the order of operations correctly, which is what this states here. PEMDAS, or the mnemonic, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. You have to use that correctly. This tells you that parentheses starts first, so you got to solve anything in parentheses first. So this value, you would do that. Next you would do anything in the exponents, so you would solve 2.7181 to the power of this value, and then you can multiply, and then divide, add, and subtract all as follows. This is how you find the 1 rep max using the calculated form, and this also makes sense because if I could do 155 pounds for 5 reps, it makes sense that I can do 185 pounds, 30 more pounds for 1 rep. So this is how you calculate 1 rep max using the Mayhew equation and submax testing.